Hey everyone, a nerd named Mark here, and it's that time of the year. We have our first official released image of Kamen Rider. Was it Gavv? I'll actually go over the name when I get into the actual article from TV Asahi. So we got to look at the full main rider form as well as the driver, which is not being called the driver on the box, which is a first, I believe. It's been a while. I know some of the Heisei Phase 1s never had driver on them. But I'm really curious. Obviously, from a content standpoint, I'm getting back into the swing of things. I haven't really been doing a lot of videos on Gachard. That I actually have one in the works that I'm going to try and bang out this week to either go up the end of the week or next week, because it's been a while since I've talked about Gachard. But yeah, I was really curious. I saw it late last night when it got everything got released, and I was like, all right, I'll do a video the next day because I had stuff going on. But I don't want to waste any time. The first thing I want to do is I want to jump right into the actual TV Asahi website where they actually showed the full poster. Is this supposed to be a kangaroo? The reason why is because obviously I have a lot of candy toys. There's a whole, I'm well near 200 freaking Sotos for Kamen Rider now built. I still have a big backlog, but this really reminds me of, so when they did like the Hyper Battle DVDs and specials, the magazine would come with a special Soto, and for 01 and for Revice, it was kangaroo themed, and the helmet and everything kind of reminds me of the 01 kangaroo form they did, and a little bit of how the same form for Revice when they had a kangaroo one. I don't know how I feel about the suit. I am assuming this is like the rider kick, and it does look like a gummy because that is kind of like the theme of the gimmicks. I assume that's only going to show up for a rider kick because there's a regular boot right there. From a color scheme, I mean, the purple with the blue and stuff like that, it's cool. One of the main things from the press release, yes, this is the 6th Reiwa Rider series. This is crazy that we're about to be 6 shows into Reiwa already. I feel like Reiwa just kicked off like a year ago. It's just crazy how fast time has gone. But the motive is sweets, and it's the first time that, a rider will transform with sweets. I mean, we haven't really had sweets before, so they're gummy. And it's actually going to have a clear body right here in the big purple. My mouse isn't showing up when I'm clicking for some reason. There it is. And clear body. So I was like, okay, if we're getting clear color on this, which is kind of like what they did with what Ultimate Revice had the clear color on it. Like, we didn't really get anything clear color with Geats. Some of the clear color stuff was in Gachard with like X UFO X and X Rex. So I think that's gonna be kind of neat. There's obviously with the gimmicks, it says mini monsters called Gachizo, and I'm like, okay, so they're monsters that are in the gummy can. I'm like, this is all really intriguing to me. The reason why I'm curious about the name is because obviously the auto translate is calling it Kamen Rider Gavv. So I'm not sure if it's Gavv, Gabu, Gavu. Everyone's saying there's different. I'm about to wait until the summer movie when we actually get the first time to see him, because he will be showing up in our summer movie at the end of the month. So, which is gonna be the future Daybreak film. So obviously we'll see cell phone like footage of his appearance. We always end up doing that because, let's face it, we're not going to get subbed versions of the summer movie probably until around like after the show premieres. But yeah, last quick thoughts on the suit before I jump over to the driver itself. My thing is, the driver being all red like that, it really just like stands out. Like, usually, like, I was hoping, like, I don't know, the red doesn't really, for me personally, doesn't mesh with like the purple and the blue and everything else. It's just, it stands out, which is good. But I guess we can jump right over into looking at this, and I'm gonna have to adjust my screen really quick. All right, there we go. So, Poppin' Gummy. The irony of this show when it comes out, because for those of you who don't know, I am actually, between my podcast and content in general, I am partnered with a actual edible gummy company called Space Panda Delta. So there'll be a lot of gummy jokes I'll be making and stuff like that while I'm covering the show. The driver, okay, I'm blocking the camera. I'm gonna move my camera really quick so you can see the handle and everything else. I was like, isn't this just like is this like a kit bash? Because I feel like we've gotten that from Build with the crank handle. I'm insanely curious because you could tell just by looking at the left right here, like the little hole in that. I believe that's probably how it's going to attach inside the driver. I'm wondering how, like, I wonder if it clips in at the bottom and right here. So when you're cranking the handle, it pops the little gummy container open, and that's how the arms and everything come out. It's an intriguing gimmick, honestly. Once again, it's another season where it's like, I don't know how I would display these gimmicks. Like with Gachard, all my cards, my Chemi cards are in a binder, so you can't really display them. You know, the Wonder Ride books, and I feel like the Wonder Ride books for Reiwa only, the Wonder Ride books were like the easiest to display. I don't have any on display because I have all of them and I don't have enough space, but I feel like those were the easiest to display. The driver itself, looking at it, my first thought was like, this looks like a hybrid of two of the yokais from Yokai Watch. The wall one, and then I'm trying to think of who the other one was off the top, the name of it. And I'm like, instantly I look at it, it's like, yeah, it looks like just a belt version of Yokai Watch, like a Yokai Watch character. Another thing, like I brought up, my face is blocking it again. It's called the Henshin Belt Gavv or Gavv. Like, it's not called driver. It's just called Henshin Belt. And I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued by the rename not being called, you know, a driver. Although you can't see it because of how I've zoomed in. This is from the Bandai Rider Toy X account, and they said details will be released on Monday, July 8th. So that's when we're going to get the next update for the driver. I assume it'll probably be the video where they show it and show the gimmicks for it, because let's face it, in less than 3 weeks after that, we're going to, a little bit of 2 weeks after that, we're going to get the summer movie. So it's intriguing. I know I don't love it. I really don't. I don't know. Something about it just, I don't really care for it. I'm gonna get it just because like I said, my goal is to collect every driver for every main rider, and I'm almost there. But this is, I don't know. It's gonna take some getting used to, and like I said, I'm usually like this anyways when I see images. It's not until I see the toy in action and I see the show star or any videos, that's when usually I start to get excited for a show. 2 images don't really hype me up too much, and I don't want to like oversell, you know, my excitement or this and that, because I don't know anything yet. And I didn't read any of the leaks and all this other rumor stuff. I always wait for something official to come out. But that is a look at our driver. So yeah, it's intriguing. I'm curious. My main thing right now is I just want to know how to enunciate the name, honestly. Like, I really do. That's the thing. And also, you know, the summer movie, getting to see some of the clips and more information about the toys. The fact that this is going to be clear color from a candy toy standpoint, this excites me, because Bandai has done really well with how they've been handling clear color, anything clear color related for their candy toys. They've stepped their game up with their molds and materials and this and that. So if this is going to be a clear color, I'm curious. I'm also curious about the gimmicks themselves and the fact that there's little creatures in there. Now I'm just like, what is this? I need to know. Like, those are the things that I get curious about. But that's it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I just want to do a quick video going over the 2 images that came out and some of the information. Obviously, next Friday we will have more information, or next Monday, as well as, you know, the summer movie and this and that. So I'll probably do a follow-up video. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Like I said, let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm curious. This is my favorite time of the year, is because everyone gives their theories. Everyone has, and it's always cool to see, okay, once the show starts, who was right? Like who guessed? Because as of right now, that's all we can really do is guess what's gonna, any of the stuff. But that's it. I thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.